feels that much bigger every time you leave it. Thoughts begin to
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna cut my hair off. I'm gonna give y'all like a quick little length check in the beginning. And then while I'm getting ready to cut it, I'm gonna tell you why I'm cutting it. But this is what we're working with. It's pretty good length. Been growing it out for about 2.5, maybe 3 years. But it's time. And I'll tell you why it's time while I'm getting ready to cut it. So today is like July 17th or 18th. And it's Sunday, so I don't know what day it is. But last Sunday, my mama had a stroke. And she had a stroke because it was a severe blood clot in her brain, on the left side of her brain. And it caused her to bleed a lot. And after the fact, caused a lot of brain damage. But in order for her to survive the stroke, they had to perform an emergency surgery on her head. And in order to do the surgery, she had to get her head shaved, of course, because the blood clot was in her head. And I just remember like a couple weeks prior to this incident, my mom and I were talking about her shaving her head. And she didn't think she could because she didn't have the head shape. So I'm thinking, she is like gonna be so freaking sad when she finds out her head is shaved, like when she wakes up. So I saw her here a couple days ago and I was telling my stepdad, my brother, and my boyfriend that I was gonna cut my hair off with her because I didn't want her to be alone. Only to find out that the blood clot was so severe and she bled so badly that it destroyed the left side of her brain. And the left side of your brain is responsible for a lot of your daily functionings, your gross and fine motor skills, as well as your language. So there's a possibility that my mommy won't be able to talk again. She won't be able to walk again. And she's going to require 24/7 care for the rest of her life. And I don't want my mama to live like that. Nobody would. And she doesn't have an advance directive to tell us what she would want us to do if it ever came to this, because at the end of the day, she's only 51 years old, so she's very, very young for this to have happened. So I decided to still cut my hair because regardless of whether or not she is no longer here with us mentally or physically, she'll always be with me spiritually. And this basically indicates a new journey that I'm about to embark on. One without my mommy. And it fucking sucks. But I'm gonna hold it down because I know she will want me to hold it down. She was the strongest person I know. And now she no longer has to be strong for everybody. She can just rest. Me, on the other hand, I feel like I got everybody leaning on me. Everybody asking me questions. Everybody calling me strong. Everybody telling me, oh, you gotta stay strong. You just gotta stay strong for your mom. Your mama wants you to stay strong. But it's cool. Because we are about to cut it all off. We're finna cut it all off. Okay? We are about to cut off all the stress, all the anxiety, all the strength people placed on me so that I could carry them. I'm finna cut it off. And we're finna embark on a new journey. And you know what else? My mom would have wanted it like this. Because she's been telling me for years to stop putting so much pressure on myself. To stop allowing people dictate how I feel about myself. To give myself some grace. Because I work way too hard to feel the way that I feel about myself sometimes. So, this is me taking your advice, Sharon Elaine. I'm gonna cut it off. And that was a pretty long-winded explanation of why I'm doing what I'm doing. But hopefully you get it now, if you're still even fucking listening. That is what we are about to do. Don't ask me why I'm recording this either. Maybe, just maybe, it may help somebody. Maybe it could allow somebody to know that they're not alone. That if they're going through something like this, similar with their family member or family members, that it's going to be okay. That the sad part about it all is that no matter how many deaths there are, no matter how many car accidents, no matter how much horrid stuff goes on, life still goes on afterwards. Life doesn't stop just because a death occurs, just because a stroke occurs. And you can't allow your current circumstances to dictate how you live or carry yourself for the rest of your life. You gotta pick yourself up and you gotta keep going. Because it's much bigger than you. Your purpose is bigger than you. What God has for you, it's bigger. And as hard as it is sometimes, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep fighting. And you gotta trust that he knows what he's doing. And maybe I'm telling myself this more than y'all. Because for the past week, I've been pissed off with God. Like, wow, you really did this to my mama. How could you do this to my mama? And then I realized, like, it's not about me. It's so much bigger than me. And it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Because he knows what he's doing. He never steered me wrong. He's been taking care of me this long. He hasn't failed me yet. And I don't think that he plans to. I think that, you know, everything that you go through in life is a lesson. You just gotta roll with the punches that's handed to you. This is so crazy. I literally called all of my close friends and family and was like, I'm gonna cut it off. They were like, no. And then I told them why, and they were like, I 100% agree with you. Go ahead. So here we are. We're cutting it off. Also, getting more transparent. When you're going through something like this and you feel the need to be impulsive, find something to do like this that's not going to affect your livelihood, your career, your well-being. Find friends that'll encourage you to stay strong. Or not even stay strong, but that everything's gonna be okay, even if it doesn't feel like it in that moment. Find a support system that is gonna be there no matter what, and it's that's gonna support you in your decisions. Find something to do, literally, that's not gonna hurt yourself or anybody else. Okay. Gonna bring it down just a little bit. I'm gonna pull these up so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Lilo, I'm doing it. Lilo's my dog, y'all. She's over there. Is this side just a little longer? Just see if we can over the sink. I know I'm no professional. This is not a tutorial. This is just me having a midlife crisis. Okay. This happened. Still, this side is not cooperating, so gone. It's gone. Wow. I love you, mommy. I'll make you proud, I promise.
Selfish, babe. For being selfish, babe. I just can't help it, babe. I just can't help it, babe. 'Cause when we make love, that's the only time I feel special, babe. Please excuse